In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful. This is another video to confirm the Jews' betrayal of the script. People are ignorant of how they are coded and controlled by language. The Jews are hiding this possibility. Otherwise they would not be able to shape societies to their advantage. With knowledge of the eternal norm, the Jews can not only determine the fate of letters and words, but also control the fate of entire peoples by structuring the alphabet. This sounds unbelievable, but they have been working with this method for thousands of years. All children born into their country's alphabet must learn the letters in the order and accentuation with which they were structured in the eternal norm. These children are necessarily a product of their artificial determinations as long as they do not know the truth. Only through Arabic, the original language of Allah, the only one not created by a human, can the insightful find the truth and salvation. Arabic is the original language of human. Its letters and natural vocabulary are in harmony with creation. A believer need have no doubts about its truthfulness. In this video we will reveal Persian, and explain the principle of language coding in more detail. The Jews have carried out a satanic plan with Persian. They have adopted the letters of the Holy Scripture Arabic, but have crippled its degree with additional letters. The result is a script that looks holy like Arabic, but leads its people to evil like Hebrew. The Jews were only able to achieve this with a trick. He had unnecessary umlauts integrated into the Arabic alphabet. This is how hypocritical Persian was born. For the people, in the name of the Jews. Don't you believe it? Then listen carefully to how they emphasize their letters. Two of the new letters are pronounced in exactly the same way that the Jews also use in Latin for evil. It is the G and P, from dimension 7. I'm not joking. They are actually the hellish letters of Latin, with which they have falsified the holy script from Arabia. Look, this new letter is pronounced as G. It is meant to serve as an umlaut of kaf. Moreover, it has been placed, counting backwards, on the 7th position. And this new letter is pronounced as P. It is meant to serve as an umlaut of B. What is the consequence of the change in the alphabet? Due to the difference in degrees between the Arabic and Persian alphabets, Arabic words, although written and pronounced the same, are perceived differently by those born into the Persian language. This factor, which is perceived subliminally, can be influenced by the degree of coding of the word in relation to its alphabet. For example, the Arabic word for blessing, barakat, which in the eternal norm is blessed with a sum of 10, is given a degree of 7 by the Persian alphabet sorting, although the spelling and meaning have remained the same. The following blessed Arabic words are similarly distorted: servant, prophet, glorious. The word mighty, which is strongly coded in Arabic and comes from a fiery degree of 6, is weakly coded in the Persian alphabet and comes from dimension 2. The names Ali and Mahdi are similar. The name Muhammad, which has a paradisiacal degree of 8 in Arabic, only has a degree of 2 in Persian. The same applies to messenger. Conversely, the Arabic words that would have to be perceived negatively due to the dimension 7, lose this special feature, or in an abstract way, get a positive effect. For example, the word traitor, which in Arabic is made up of the letters of the dimensions 7117, and whose cross sum also results in 7. The traitor in Persian is made up of the dimensions 2119, and adds up to 4 as the cross sum. the dimension 4 is a natural and divisible definition in the eternal norm, whereby the 7 is a dying hellish one. Due to this incorrect coding, the traitor and his betrayal in Persian are positively defined in relation to the coding in Arabic, and that only with additional malouts that were added to the holy language. These facts can now be calculated and proven dimensionally using the Mahdi code. The degree of coding of the words, although it is only perceived subliminally, is very significant. This effect is the carrier on which language is structured. The Lord, the Almighty, had the Arabic language optimally coordinated with the eternal norm in numbers and dimensions, which also shape the linguistic disposition of human. A quick word about the Persian numbers. Here too, you can see the Jew's approach. He is not allowed to change the cycle of the blessed 10 in the Holy Script, but he could change the cycle in the way his numbers are written and thus change his salvation. Look, in Persian he sharpened the central dimension 5 of man, which is written as a closed circle, and had it weighted down with an additional written cycle. This 5 is written with 2 cycles instead of 1. He proceeded in a similar way with the 4th number. In this he also immortalized his first written letter. And he enlarged the first letter from Arabia, which is written as Hamza, and relegated it to the dimension 6 of fire. Just like with the Arabic Aleph in his Hebrew. Whenever his people use his writings, he lets them curse the truth. Regarding the dimensions, I would like to point out the originality of the Arabic language. The sound of the Arabic letter from the dimension 8 of paradise. Wow! The letter from dimension 7 of hell literally makes your throat tear. In comparison, the artificially created letter with the number 7, from the left in Persian and Latin, sounds harmless. And you Jews were playing God with your G. Just because you knew something that others don't. The Turk from Germany has now betrayed you. You, and your betrayal of languages,